Hi guys, welcome back to my rabbit hole of K-pop. I have more SHINee, and in this case it is Sherlock. Finally, Sherlock. I've heard so much about it. I know there's a few groups who covered it. I think I put a few of those live performances in my to-watch list to go on the Patreon. So keep an eye on my Twitter because I notify all the uploads on my Twitter page. So that might be handy to follow it if you have it. I try to post as much as well in the community tab for those of you who don't have Twitter, but yeah, so keep an eye on those two. But mostly Twitter is really every day I just share whatever it is that I'm gonna upload, if you're interested, of course. It's all up to you. So I have Sherlock for this one. I have the MV, the dance MV, and a dance practice for this one. I sort of know the song. I've heard it. I love the chorus because it's one of those big things. But yeah, I've never watched it. I only know also that it's in, it's one of those hardest choreos compilations. It's in many of those hardest choreos compilations because of the teamwork that is necessary for this choreo. And apparently they did it to perfection. Anyway, let's go watch it. Gotcha. Oh, so excited. Sorry for my shiny cheeks, but by now you know. I'm watching SHINee. Bad joke. The long hair. Oh. Wait, is she from Girls' Generation? I might be very appointed here, but... She looks familiar. Wow, this is cool. she is from Girls' Generation, isn't she? Can someone explain to me why Key is so cute? Watson, Watson. Love it. Okay. I just had this thought because I'm looking back at whatever I've seen from SHINee up until now and how it's kind of exploding. It's like they started off as this, you know, this flicker. Like someone had just started a fire and it's that tiny little flame. It has to build to become this bigger fire. And it feels like this. It feels like from the first MV until now, I think this one and probably the one just before, which is Why So Serious. And everything in between shows that fire that has built, that has gotten air and it's grown and it's gotten this confidence to shine and to give warmth. And yes, I'm using the word shine because it just applies to this group. And I know it's SHINee and I'm not trying to make any bad puns. It's just really just how I feel like that is the word that I want to apply in this case. And it's just this big fire and they're just really shining light and warmth, and they feel like even through an MV, even not watching a live stage and listening to the songs, and it's just the start. So I can only imagine how concerts must be, because then you have the energy of the guys as well, which is only contained in the MV and in a stadium and in a live performance. It's just shared, and that's what fills it. So it takes you in, it wheels you in. But I feel like they've grown and gotten this confidence, which makes this whole thing just kind of blow up. And it's so amazing and mesmerizing and fantastic to watch. It's the kind of thing that some groups nowadays, they have it right from the start. And probably that's something that over the years in K-pop, I think they might have figured out that you need to train and you need to build teamwork and you need to build your confidence before you can actually debut and attain a certain level. And well, we all know from the beginning that SHINee being put together with Taemin and Minho and Key clashing, and they've gone through some rough patches, some ups and downs, which probably also added to, I don't want to say a shaky start, because that's not it. It's more like this unbalanced. It's still a little bit unbalanced. It's great, but it's still a little bit unbalanced. And there are some groups that I've seen their debut stuff from, and the vibe that they have from their debut, of course, they're still searching. And your identity as an artist, as idol, as a group of idols, and a K-pop group, it's also built over time with your fan base. So that also adds to how your growth is gonna go. It determines your path. You can hear improvements, you can see improvements. That's mostly to do with confidence, but their period of growth is how do I explain this? For SHINee, it took how many years? It took 2-3 years. I'm just sharing this because it's kind of how I see it. It's kind of how my mind works. It's kind of what I feel. So that's why I just hope you can follow my train of thought. Let's go. Like their teamwork has really evolved as well. Looking at the choreo. Oh, nice. Oh. I only just realized that the change in because first it was Jonghyun at the front of the line who came from the back to the front, and he started singing the first verse, and now I'm only now noticing the switch up and that it's Minho this time that does the same thing, and they're having different positions, and it's just epic. Also, I was just realizing that uneven numbers in K-pop groups, it works very, very well because you can play with levels, with choreos. It looks more pleasing than an even number of idols, because for some reason I like straight, I like lines, I like things that are really just in place, but I prefer odd numbers, and I prefer something that is contrary to what would feel right, because uneven numbers, they usually tend to break up things. But I feel like in the groups, I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, it's epic. Also, the chorus, both in singing and in I'm talking a lot, but bear with me. Both in singing and in the choreo, it's like, we're here, hi, this is us, we're sassy, we're bringing it to you, and this is who we are. It's just like power. This step, like, the movements are big. They're covering ground. That move, it's love it. Why is there a toilet paper roll in the middle? The transitions at the beginning was a little bit different, but oh. he's actually just back to the front because he started it off, and now he's... Ooh. I love that move. Those big steps. How did they not twist their ankles when they do those big steps? Because it's so precise, it's sexy. Wow. Well, guys, that was just overall amazing. I think I talked enough during the watching of this, so I won't bother you any further with more of my thoughts. They're also just, now I'm just enjoying the moment. So I will leave you to this. I will see you on the next one.